consulting. You know, they do a lot of that. He said, take your oldest truck. And if it's more, what was it, Clay, more than 15? Clay helped me on the grant, so.
Oh, wow, good.
Yeah. So we've done that, and we was out there, you know, when they started awarding, every Monday, we're out there like, going through the list, checking it. And I told him, I said, there ain't no way we're gonna get that grant. And doggone if it didn't.
Yeah.
Sure come
Good. Well,
back.
that's what it's designed for.
Yeah.
That's what, you know.
I liked it. I mean, it was really pretty exciting for me.
Right.
You know.
And what I like about it is, I mean, it's a grant, so it's based upon need. You've got to make application, you got to justify it. But the selection committee are firefighters.
Yeah.
I mean, they pull them together and they go through the stuff, and you know, we've had to help a couple times with people who've never done grants before, right? And
Yeah.
probably what magic words do you need to use and all that stuff maybe to get a little more attention. But I've been very pleased with it. Now, you know, I think the overall money has declined over the years.
Yeah, and there's a lot of knowing how to fill that grant.
Oh, yeah,
out.
very much so.
Information.
Yeah.
That we learned that through the years.
Yeah, for sure.
We just talking around got.
That's my son's. So I can appreciate something in the 91. So, roll down windows, you know, and put a standard. I like it. But to say
So you were just looking at the new fire truck, and that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
obtained with federal grant money.
yes.
So what did you think about that? I mean, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Well, the Fire Ag grants, as I used to call them, is just a great program because it allows fire districts like this to have access to modern equipment that they probably couldn't afford on their own. Right? So whether it's turnout gear for the safety of the individual firefighter, or this new, what we would call a brush truck that can do great things. It's great that folks in rural America can have access to the same type of safety and response as someone in an urbanized setting.
Gotcha. And you were telling me you're on the EPA committee, so Congress is back in session.
We are.
Back in session, and how do you think the new administration is going to handle like EPA issues versus the Obama administration?
Yeah, what we want to do is really just stop the war on coal. And I'm not sure that means all the coal miners are going to be able to get their jobs back, but we want to stop the bleeding. And so we want to do it based upon science. So issues like ozone, particulate matter, and the whole debate of how clean is clean. But there's also economic results of excessive regulations, and they're supposed to, by law, the EPA is supposed to say, here's this reg, but this is what it's going to cost us, and this is how many jobs will be lost. But they've never done that. So we're going to make sure that they get back to making sure that if they're going to say this regulation is so important, you're willing to lose this many jobs, then let's have that debate. But just to make up numbers about the health and safety without taking in effect job loss, we're going to put an end to that.
Gotcha. And I just recently learned today, I guess President Trump is now saying that he wants to do away with NPR, and I guess that some of that is funded through the government.
Yeah, I think part of it is a government grant. I think the debate is that we're $17 trillion in debt. Our budget deficits run anywhere from 500 to 700 billion a year. So if you think that's probably irresponsible, you're going to have to start making some decisions on what you're spending. Now, what people have to understand also is that most of our debt is in our promises to pay future generations on Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. And so our fight over discretionary dollars is an important one to have, but it's not really what will get us to balance and fiscal sanity. It will be reforming the entitlement programs. I mean, but we'll have to fight for things. We'll, like the Fire Act grants. This is a perfect time to be out here so I can take this message back. There are some programs that are very, very important in rural America. This is one of them. We need to fight to make sure it's available.
Okay. All right. Have you met with the president yet, or?
I have not.
You've
And
not?
I'm trying to think if I've ever met him. The Republican convention was in New York City in 2002. I know there was an event in Trump Tower, and I know I went, but I don't know if he was there.
Oh, okay.
So no, I mean, I was close to him during the inauguration, but I know Governor Pence well, or now Vice President Pence. He used to serve as a member of the House and was right really across in the Indiana line in his district. So I know the Vice President fairly well, but I really can't say I know President Trump.
Okay, but I guess you're looking forward to working with him and.
Very much so, very much. Government's too big, costs too much, and it overregulates. So if those things are of concern to you, those are the things that we're trying to address in this next Congress.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.